on its way to Pleasant Hill. The storm moving to the northeast at about 30 miles an hour, east-northeast at about 30 miles an hour, going in that direction and moving at that speed. It would arrive at Clarksville at about 4:43, in Pleasant Hill at about 4:50, and in Martinsburg at almost 5 o'clock. But I think we should just assume that now is the time to seek shelter in these areas. All of Calhoun County is looking at bad weather at the moment. Down toward the central portion of Calhoun County, we've got a thunderstorm. Right here over the top of Highway 64 is a thunderstorm that is sliding toward Dardenne Prairie. It's already made its way through the southwestern portions of St. Charles County. West St. Louis County, you have a cell here. These are just taking advantage of all of the heat of the day. They build, they drop some small hail, and then they get top heavy with cold air, collapse. It's almost like you stomp on a foam cup. That's what's happening with these storms. And in the collapsing part of the process, they can produce damaging winds. But as you see, they're outside the boundaries of the tornado warnings and the severe thunderstorm warnings. Here in St. Louis, let's just say you're thinking, well, okay, I'm thinking of going to the game tonight. What are my prospects? Well, they're not that good because this line right here west of St. Louis at 4:30 should be right over the top of the metro area by about 5 o'clock. I'm going to go to graphics because there are just some other thoughts that we should share at this point in time. We're focusing so much on where the tornado is on the ground and where the severe thunderstorm warnings are in effect, but there's also this. It's a tornado watch. It's in effect until 9 p.m. for basically St. Louis surrounding counties, and it's in effect until 9 p.m. This is a tornado watch that is in place for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, you've got the heat of the day. Temperatures got into the low 80s. You know, at noon it was 68 degrees. At 1 o'clock it was 70. At 1 o'clock it was 75 degrees, and by 2 o'clock in St. Louis it had gone from 68 to 80 degrees. All of that heat makes the air want to rise. Now you bring in these southerly winds that we have at the surface behind the warm front, west winds aloft. It's the stuff of supercells, which are thunderstorms that want to have rotating updrafts. So the timeline is this: 5 p.m., 7 p.m., 9 p.m. This line that's now still just getting into the western portion and the northern portions of our viewing area pushes into the heart of the metro area. I'm thinking by the time the Cards take on Washington, downtown we'll have strong to severe storms here. And then through about 9 to 10 o'clock, those storms march into the eastern portion of the metro area and then march off to the east of us, perhaps as early as midnight or 11 o'clock. And then beyond that is the extended forecast that I think will warrant at least one look. This Good Friday that we've got coming could very much look like today, and Easter Sunday doesn't look all that great. So I'm going to go over to Mike and Kay. Mike and Kay, I would just reiterate, we have a tornado on the ground in Pike County on its way to Pike County, Illinois. Tornado warning is in effect for Pike County, Missouri, Pike County, Illinois, Calhoun and Greene counties till 5:15.
And Mike, the sheriff of Pike County did say there was baseball-size hail, and there was one house that lost a roof with that tornado in Bowling Green.
And now, unoccupied house.
An unoccupied house. And now we are joined by Rebecca Worthington, who saw that twister in Bowling Green. Rebecca, can you describe what you saw?
Yes, I saw the cloud form and then the tornado touchdown. It continued for a while, and it kept going up and down in the clouds, but it did maintain on the ground for quite a while.
And where were you in relation to where that twister was coming down?
It was just south of me. I would say probably a mile.
And did you see any damage that it caused?
No, but I had two workers that were in the area, and they did say there's a power plant just west of Bowling Green, and they saw it. It was on the ground on the west side of it. It went up above over the power plant and the touchdown again on the east side of it.
And Rebecca, what was the weather like where you are? Because you say you're about a mile away. What was happening at the time in your immediate area?
Actually, we were getting a lot of wind. Not at that time a lot of rain, but as soon as it started somewhat passing us, then we got the bigger hail and the rain.
And so what is the situation now, Rebecca?
Right now, it's not even raining here.
All right.
Has the
It's
storm
already passed.
And are the skies clearing, or clearly it's still cloudy where you are, right?
No, it's not clearing. It's just cloudy.
And we understand there was baseball-size hail in relation to this this twister. Did you experience any of that?
Where we were at, it was probably a little less than golf ball size.
Okay. Rebecca Worthington from Bowling Green, thank you very much. An eyewitness account of what's going on down there in Bowling Green. Mike Roberts.
Mike and Kay, it's just the amazing thing when we have these tornadoes that they can visit such localized damage in one place and literally next door or across the street or a few streets over, nobody has much of any damage. Let's just hope that we have more of that, not so much damage, than we do the other stuff. But I want to show you something here, and we're going to go back to our radar. I just want to focus again on these same areas in Pike County, Missouri. So let's call up the radar and just check this out. We may be seeing multiple vortices with these storms. Now, this is a single line of thunderstorms, but within it you have at least 2, maybe 3 supercells, and they are tracking to the east-northeast at about 30 miles an hour. But as was the case, and I don't know if anybody caught this, but over Friday and Saturday, all of the unbelievable weather they had out east associated with the same system that ironically produced a EF1 tornado in Pike County, we had a number of great pictures and video of multiple vortice tornadoes. Well, that's what we may be seeing here in the extreme eastern portion of Pike County and the northwestern portion of Calhoun County. Now, we've got a new severe thunderstorm warning. I'm going to show you that in a moment. But because this is a tornado warning and because we've had reports of a tornado on the ground and confirmed reports of at least some damage, this is the place that we need to spend more time on here. This, and I'll give you some highways as reference points. This right here, or I thought I was going to give you some highways as reference points. Well, that's Highway 79. It runs right through Clarksville. Right over the top of Highway 79 into Clarksville, that's where we may have one circulation. There is another circulation, and again, this is a potential of a tornado on the ground. This is just what the radar is thinking, though we have confirmed reports of tornadoes, a tornado on the ground. We may have 3 different vortices south of Clarksville, west-northwest of Clarksville, then across the Mississippi River, north of Clarksville, and in the extreme southwestern portion of Pike County in Illinois. Now, I don't have confirmation that we have multiple vortices with these storms, but we did hear the sheriff say that he thought he saw a couple of funnel clouds, and we certainly have the potential for that. It's a situation where every one of the updrafts inside all of these storms may want to rotate. See this cell down here in the central portion of St. Charles County? That has inspired a severe thunderstorm warning that just came out while we were talking here. It's a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for, it is St. Charles County, and it's in effect until 5:30. Again, it's a severe thunderstorm warning. It's in effect until 5:30, but they're going to continue this north and east into Calhoun County, into Jersey County, and into the southwestern portion of Macoupin County, and even the southwestern portion of Greene County. So you see sort of this fanned out area. These are the places that are included in the severe thunderstorm warning. A little tiny bit of the northwestern portion of St. Louis County, and then almost all of central and eastern St. Charles County, the southern portion of Calhoun County, Jersey County, northwestern Madison County, into the southwestern portion of Macoupin County, and the south central portion of Greene County. This is a severe thunderstorm warning, and it's in effect until 5:30. There we have more. There we have more reports of these multiple vortices. We may be seeing 2 or 3 different funnel clouds dropping down, visiting the surface, and then returning. All we know with certainty and all we have confirmation on at this point is a tornado on the ground, and that was in the eastern portion of Pike County. The question, of course, is in the larger metropolitan area, what's happening? Well, we're just hot. We're extremely warm. Right now in downtown St. Louis, our current temperature is 86 degrees. We've been as warm as 88. Now, that is just an accident waiting to happen for a thunderstorm. It's going to take advantage. When this line gets in here, it's going to take advantage of all of that heat. We're thinking probably around 7 p.m. That we're going to have thunderstorms in downtown St. Louis. Now, Anthony was just telling us that we have reports of hail in O'Fallon. How large was that hail? Golf ball size hail in O'Fallon, Missouri from this storm. That's why the warning came out. So again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning that includes Cottleville, St. Charles, basically all of central and northern and eastern St. Charles County. This is a severe thunderstorm warning. You're going to see a cajillion counties come up here, but basically Calhoun, Greene, Jersey, Macoupin, Madison, St. Charles, and even the extreme northern portion of St. Louis County all share this severe thunderstorm warning, and it's in effect until 5:30. We've had, Anthony just gave us that report of golf ball size hail being reported in O'Fallon, Illinois. This is basically a storm that's near Dardenne Prairie, moving northeast at 75 miles an hour. Well, that is way faster than anything I've seen so far. This is, and why would you have a difference in speeds here? Because these storms inside the tornado in this area, this supercell producing a tornado, these are moving to the northeast or east-northeast at about 30 miles an hour. Why is this guy going so fast? He's what we call a right mover. He's heading up in front of the main line, and the only thing guiding him, upper level winds that are just hurtling along. So this is moving to the northeast at 75 miles an hour. That's why, look how big the warned area is. I mean, this is a severe thunderstorm warning that extends from the heart of St. Charles all the way into central and southern Macoupin County, across all of Jersey County, into the southern portion of Greene County, and into southwestern Macoupin County and the northwestern portion of Madison County. It's this large because this storm is moving that fast. It's moving to the northeast at 75 miles an hour. So moving in that direction and at that speed, it gets into Jerseyville by 5:12. Then, of course, we have the storms to the north of us. We're going to go back to those in a moment. But on graphics, Bob Clark, I think we have a picture of what is clearly a tornado. This is a great shot of a tornado that Larry Paris from Bowling Green sent to us. So let's take a look at the graphic that's popped up here. And that's a great picture. Now, I guess I can't quite see if it's reaching all the way to the surface, but it is, for all the world, at least a very strong funnel cloud, if not a tornado. And this was, again, sent to us by Larry Paris. We are so fond of these great pictures.
I wanted to mention to you, Mike, that the National Weather Service is reporting that a tornado did touch down in Bowling Green. It was 20 minutes ago. A home was damaged, and that was just southwest of Bowling Green. We're still not sure if that's the same home that the sheriff of Pike County reported being damaged, an unoccupied home, about that same time. But clearly, you know, there has been damage reported now on the National Weather Service website, and we have that confirmed report as well from the sheriff earlier.
And the sheriff, as we were talking, Kay, got a call and was dispatching himself and, of course, others back out into the field to respond to these storms. So thank you, Kay. That is confirmation that why we're on the air for such a long time. And let's face it, you know, it's hard to be the guy not included in the discussion, especially when we're blowing out your favorite programs like Oprah and Jeopardy and of course News Channel 5. But the thing of it is, you're the neighbor, and what you're doing in this case, even though it is, I realize, hard, what you're doing is you're allowing us to talk to your other neighbors who are in the way of these storms. Clarksville, you know, look at this circulation here. This is at least a tornado trying to happen over Clarksville. As Kay just mentioned, we have confirmed reports of damage in Bowling Green and in Pike County from what is certainly at least a tornado, if not a couple of them. But now it's getting ready, this supercell, to completely cross the river. Don't give up on this in Stark or Clarksville or Louisiana, because it's going to be, this storm is only moving at 30 miles an hour. It's going to be another half an hour before it completely leaves and goes across the Mississippi. But with that now the case, that most of this storm is across the river, it's now your storm, northern Calhoun County, northwestern Macoupin County. And what you're looking at, this county right here, well, you're looking at the central and southern portions of Pike County in Illinois. And I know I've said this, but I know that Pike County, Illinois isn't in the News Channel 5 viewing area, but we get emails and we get pictures. We get great pictures from the folks up in Pittsfield, so I know you folks watch us. See this dark purple area? I bet you're looking at baseball-size hail there. And Pleasant Hill, this is at least the next stop for you of the confirmed tornado. You're in the way of that, but I think we may have other circulations at the base of this line that could go tornadic on us. Certainly that's what the computer is thinking now. And then we have other concerns. Here, this is amazing.